Good morning!
No, that's too much enthusiasm.
Why? Good morning! Katie, where are we going today?
Robben Island.
Robben Island. We're going to Robben Island today. Hopefully the ferry's running.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No.
We're touring Robben Island right now. We're actually stopped just on the far corner of the island. After doing a bit of a bus tour, we've gone through a bunch of different areas where the workers lived, cemeteries, and the facilities in the area. But we're heading to the prison afterwards now, where Nelson Mandela was kept, and we're going to tour through the prison itself as well.
It's really cool because the guide is very honest to think about the issues that are going on in South Africa right now, and there's such a dark history to this country, and he's just been very honest about that there's still a long way to go, so it's been really good for us. Prior to coming here, I read Nelson Mandela's autobiography, just to give some context kind of to the political situation, and it's crazy as Canadians to kind of think of so recently, like within our lifetime, all the things that were happening here and are still happening today. It's heavy stuff. For those of you that don't know, basically the history of South Africa is that in the 1600s, the Dutch arrived and they basically claimed the country as their own. So the people that were already here, all the black tribes, they came in and said that we're in charge now, and it's similar to what was happening around the world with colonization, but it just was so intense here because it just went on for so long. And it took to the mid-90s really for all the black people who were here first to get their land back and to get their rights, and it's pretty crazy. There was a long history too. There's a lot of Indian people and other mixed ethnicities that just were treated like second-class citizens and were kept to certain areas, and that's the townships, which we're going to tour a little bit later on. And all this apartheid stuff was just, there's a lot to it. It's a really interesting read. I'd highly recommend Nelson Mandela's autobiography if you want to get more information.
The struggle against racial discrimination, the fight for freedom, human rights and social justice in this country goes back many years. But for me, personally, it was in Soweto where it all started, until I left this country to go into exile because of border persecutions and police harassment. Arriving in there will be thumb fingerprinted, given a prison card, prison uniform, a Bible, and a prison number. I was 38/84. The prison card looked like that. Then from there to the clinic, they do the medical, then straight to section A, where then they call assessment and profiling, and this is the cell I was brought in. I was one of 45 prisoners inside here. They can take up to 60. And 20 September 2009, I was going to be a free man. Was still being built. So he was in the old prison until he was transferred off this island back to Johannesburg and Pretoria, where Mandela had to stand trial for sabotage. 466th prisoner to arrive in this prison in 1964. That's why the number 46664. And he spent 18 years, from 64 to 82. And during that time, he was the spokesman for prisoners. He was the chairman of a committee called the High Command. He played tennis here, did a shot of boxing. He had a little garden there. That's where he was hiding his diaries. They now call them a manuscript. It is the same diaries, folks. Nelson Mandela, later on, after prison, he would reference to write his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. He gained his freedom on the 11th of February, 1990.
Do me in the worst way. Don't let me sleep. Never say you're sorry.
Enjoying the view?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Just drove along the coast and now we're just stopping for a little viewpoint. Just outside of Cape Town, we're on the east side of Table Mountain. It's beautiful.
So these trees, look how curvy they are. It's the wind. The wind comes up from the building and causes the tree to grow like this.
So it basically whips up the building and back out.
Look at this. Look at that. Look at these trees. Oh.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe up here. Check out our most recent other videos over here, or subscribe to our other channel over here.